This is the Eclectic Discussion Podcast.
What's up, everybody? It's the EDP, Eclectic Discussion Podcast. So, here's the thing. 80s. Bikes, riding bikes, had to have a bike. Best part of the best means of transportation. But you know what? Before bikes, of course, I had the tricycle, which was dumb. No one rode those. No one rode. Listen, I had the tricycle. Everyone had the tricycle. You had the red tricycle. No one rode them. Those are irrelevant. You moved to the big wheel. Now the big wheel, definitely rode that. I had a police joint. I wanted the green machine. If people remember the green machine, fucking big wheel, that was the one. But that was it. I had a police a police big wheel, and I had a siren on it. And so I would get up, watch cartoons, obviously. Come on, Saturday. And then get my big wheel and go outside. I would have to do it. Parents asleep. And I would just ride around in the front on the big wheel and wake up the neighborhood with the siren. The siren was dumb loud. And that was good. Wanted the green machine, couldn't get the green machine. Anyway, let's bikes. This episode is about me and bikes in the 80s growing up. So the first joint I got was a Space Invaders bike. Space Invaders bike. You gotta understand, this is around the arcade video game times. I had a Space Invaders bike. It was black, and on the thing that covers the chain, it was black, and I had the Space Invader alien guys on it. It's dope, super dope. Love that bike. The chain guard had the Space Invaders, and then I had Space Invaders on the side. It was black, had Space Invaders written in like yellow or gold, metallic stuff. It got stolen. And I know who stole it. I know. I couldn't prove it. This is the 80s. You couldn't prove anything. There were no cameras up, but I know. Listen, all I'm saying is I had the bike, put it outside, went upstairs to get like some Kool-Aid. I don't know. Came back, bike was gone. Yada, yada, yada. Like two days later, I saw some people I knew. All of a sudden, they had a new bike that was all spray painted black. I'm just saying. I know who did it. I couldn't prove it. Just wanted to stab him. Anyway, when I got my first bike, like I couldn't go anywhere. Like I can go up and down the street. I also remember my father trying to teach me how to ride my bike. And you hold on to the back of the seat. And I ran into a big ass bush. And I was like, you, sir, I'm not teaching me to do shit again. I had fucking bush bristles in my fucking face. So we wasn't doing that. But when I finally figured it out on my own, I couldn't go far. Maybe around the block at best. Also, okay, you know what? This is why it was bullshit, but I'm coming from an era where you listen to your parents for the most part, and you feared your parents all the parts. So they said, well, you can go around the block or go down the street. You're in the house. You don't know where I went. I could go wherever the hell I want to. But the problem is, as soon as something happened, and it's like, oh, shit, and where were you? Or they had to come find you, and you wasn't. It's the whole problem. But, so, and also, this is never, you're not supposed to ride the bike in the street, unlike now. Only the sidewalk. Stay on the sidewalk. Stay on the sidewalk, stay in the grass. Don't get them straight. You know why? Because there's fucking cars in the street, and they'll hit you and you'll die. Anyway. So, we had a field trip in school to the Huffy factory. See, the Huffy headquarters. Huffy make the bikes. If you grew up in the 80s, you know what the fuck. You know Huffy. And the headquarters was in Dayton. That's where I'm from. It was around the way. And I just happened to be born and raised in, the Gym City. And we went on a field trip to the factory, saw all of the new joints. We saw what was coming out. And that's where I saw it. Stu Thompson.
Stu Thompson, #1 BMX pro, was challenged by Huffy to create a great bike.
Huffy BMX bikes, Stu Thompson series, white paint job, pinstripe pads, rigid power system for maximum performance.
The result? A flash of white lightning. A bike so free, it could only be built for you by Huffy and Stu, the two #1s in BMX racing.
Totally awesome.
Huffy, America's first choice.
The Stu Thompson, the BMX bikes by Huffy. Look, oh my God. Look, the Stu Thompson, they had the white, they had a chrome, and a crimson joint. Came out like 84. Crimson one. No one even said the word crimson until then. It was red metallic. That was the flagship of all of them. You had the white and you had the chrome. So it was like white was the lowest, then the chrome, then the crimson. I saw that they had passed out like flight. It was like a whole thing about us coming. We was like, yo, we need that. And I ended up getting a white one, but I got it nonetheless. And the dope part was my boys all got a Stu too. They had the chrome. Nobody had the crimson. They had the chrome. And I had the white one. And it was the Stu crew. No one ever said that. That wasn't a thing. I just said it right now. We weren't that lame. Stop that. But, the Stu crew. Well, we had that. Now, also, in 1987, this is a long time ago, folks. I'm old as shit. Huffy dropped the Sigma. Now, the Sigma. That was the Tesla. If you had a Sigma, had the white hubcaps, like, it was a bike with hubcaps, like plastic that covered the spokes on the wheels. Oh my God. Chrome, white, that Sigma. No other bike had that. No other bike had hubcaps, but it was plastic joints that only rich kids and drug dealers, little brothers, had those. If your older brother was a drug dealer, he was a little brother, you got a Sigma. It was like, damn. Oh, man. I still kind of want a Sigma, like right now. Anyway, the bike, though, your bike was everything. That was your identity. We couldn't afford a whole bunch of sneakers. We couldn't get all the dope clothes. So your bike was it. Obviously, we wasn't driving one of the cars, so it was the equivalent. So so it's like, I don't know, after school, why, do homework if you chose to, whatever. Watch your cartoons, got to do that. And it's like, damn, it's time to get on the bikes and be out. But first, gotta wash it. Go outside, take the bike, flip it upside down. And you get a big bucket, some water, and some soap, sponging it down and getting the pedals and all the dirt. Never oiled the chains. Wasn't that smart. But definitely cleaned it from all the dirt and grime from the weekend. Oh, man. Had to get it right because it's going to be girls. And girls would judge you on your butt. Oh, look what he got. So you had to be dope. So then you would like do stuff to your butt. Like you put a stick in a spoke, so when you paddle in, it'll make a sound. Some people put tennis balls in the spokes and flags on the back. I had a stopwatch that I glued to the handlebars, so I'd always had a time and some shit right there. I had I wanted to figure out a way to put a radio on it, but I at the time didn't have one, but couldn't figure that out. But So then, by the time I got to Stu, I still couldn't. I mean, I could go just about anywhere, and I did. Basically, the idea was, oh shit, I don't know. I've never been down that street. Pedal. Never been across that street. Never been in that neighborhood. Well, fucking let's go see. Only time we rode in the streets was when there were no cars. And we'd go against the traffic so we could see if a car was coming. You know, this whole bike lane and they have the right of way, complete foreign situation. That wasn't a thing. Your object was to get to where you're going and not get hit by a car. Stay away from the cars because they'll hit you and you die. But, man, when you learn how to do wheelies and like, we learned, well, you know, the people I grew up with, and me specifically, learn how to do wheelies just by seeing people do them. And it's like, well, all right, well, you just lift up and start pedaling. And then just one day, you could do it. And I was nasty with it. I could go around corners. I could wheelie go around the block just pedaling. Oh, it was great. Great little bunny hop shit and flipping around, and first used to be afraid to ride down steps, and then once you got a little older, riding down steps and all the stuff that used to be scary you had to try, including jumping ramps. Alright, so this is what happened. And this was with the Stu Thompson. Stu Thompson's he was a BMX racer guy. Anyway, it was endorsed. Come on, it's like having a Jordan bike. Anyway, so this is what happened. My friends, I was over my man's house, and we all riding bikes. And I stayed over there, different neighborhood, stayed over there, but I took my bike. Somehow I took my bike. I don't know how I got my bike up there. But we got up, had some cereal, and it's like, yo, let's get on the bikes. Let's go. There's three of us. It's like, bet. Let's be out. Stu Thompson's up. And so we're riding around. And there were some people on their bikes. And they were jumping ramps. Now, people, you gotta understand, it's the 80s. And it's not a lot to do. So you just do what you do. So someone got some wood and a cinder block, a brick, if you will, laid the wood across said brick or bricks, and then drove the bike, went up, caught some air, came down, went back around, did it again. Sounds dumb, sounds rudimentary, but I'll tell you this. There's a lot of girls outside and they were watching. So that immediately made it the thing to do. So, riding like, yo, they jumping ramps. It was only one ramp, but it's what they were doing. So, yo, let's go. Now, mind you, I had never, but it wasn't even peer pressure. It was like, well, shit, look, there's girls over there and there's bikes, and I'm down, I don't care. Didn't look hard. So, guys, unwritten rule. It wasn't, yo, can we join you guys, you gentlemen? No, you just got in, man, and when you got a turn, you just got in and you just rode and jumped around. It's very, very, very organized. Everyone took their turn. No beef. So, riding. I get up there, bow, jump the ramp. Like, all right, shit, this ain't nothing. And so then everyone's going. I get up there, jump the ramp, get a little height. Hear a couple of people saying, oh, because I got this too. Anyway, so at one point, somebody went and got crazy, like air and like twisted in the air like the fucking Juicy Fruit gum commercial.
Get your skis shined up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move ya. Take a sniff, pull it out. the taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit is gonna move
So,
ya.
and so the girls was like, oh, ho, ho. And I'm like, oh, well, I need some oh-ho-hos. So I'm rolling. I get back, going mad fast. I get up. I do, some shit. Got some air. They was like, oh, I'm like, yeah, I'm here. So everyone's just going harder and harder now. I'll get to the point. So, dude before me got busy. And I'm like, oh no. So I go extra further back from my jaunt up to the ramp. Yada, yada, yada. Go up, get all of the air. I do a 360 forward flip and land on my back, and the bike lands on me, and I'm all fucked up. I'm bleeding, I'm dirty. I'm in front of the girls. It's just very. It was not great. The girls was like, oh no, are you all right? No one wants to hear, oh no, are you all right from the girls. I couldn't even play it because you gotta play like, yeah, I'm good. Fucking had the illest. Oh, let me tell you what I had on. I remember like it just had on these shorts, right? Had this white. Now this is gonna sound wild, but I promise you it was dope at the time. I had this white sleeveless. I had this white sleeveless shirt, but the top, the top, well, it was a half zip. I had a sleeveless white half zip top. Now I took the zip all the way down because I had a gold chain, so you had to see the gold chain. But then the half zip, so the top of the half zip was just like straight, like regular cotton, regular shit. But then from the half zip down, it was all mesh.
Hello, Frisco!
It was mesh. Anyway, but it was white, so now it wasn't. It was brown and red because it was bleeding, and so I'm like, yo, I gotta play it off. I'm hurt, by the way. I'm like, nah, I'm good now. Like, yo, you wanna go again? No. And so my boys was like, yo, let's get back to the spot, let's get back to the house, to fix you up, to see what's popping. So I'm fucking back on the bike. The girls, I'm straightening my handlebars because they was all fucked up. Well, luckily, tires was good. I think my rim was bent a little bit, but I'm good. I can ride. So we get to the spot, and I'm like, fuck, I'm all screwed up. They got me some ice for my lip. Lip was busted. And that shirt, the shirt was ruined. I don't even think I wore that shirt again. I'm telling you, I know it sounds wild, but that shirt was dope. Shorts was all fucking tattered. Socks was all grassy. And my boys hung out with this whole time. I was like, man, yeah, you good? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. They was like, well, we're out. And they left. They went back to where the girls were, and the fucking Rams left me sitting on the couch watching the fucking Video Soul. Friends, this is what you do. And so, yada, yada, yada. My man, his mother came home from wherever the fuck she was, and she was like, yo, what happened to you? I'm like, and so I just sat there with her and watched TV because my friends was pieces of shit. But I would have did the same thing to them. Bikes, they were fun. Yeah. That was the dope thing though about the 80s, because especially if you had a bike, and you didn't need a bike for this, but you could go anywhere as long as you were back home when you were supposed to be. You're good. I'm across town. I'm somewhere everywhere, like nowhere I need to be, nowhere I'm supposed to be. But as long as I got back before the street lights, as long as I got back to eat dinner, I was good. Oh man, no fucking and never really got in trouble. I mean, granted, yeah, I almost died on that ramp, but other than that, no, I used to fucking just go down streets thinking that, oh, look, girls is double dutching or whatever. I'm just gonna ride slow down there, see what's up. All of a sudden, have to stop to fix my sock. See. All right, look. Anyway, I just wanted to tell a fucking story about what was popping off in the joint in the 80s with the bikes. I appreciate you guys listening to me. If you have stories, hey, put them in the comments or on Twitter or Instagram or YouTube, wherever I post this. But in the meantime, in between time, appreciation.
With your wrinkled pussy, I can't be a lover.